Climate-smart agriculture is an integrated approach to managing agricultural lands and other landscapes to adapt to and mitigate the effects of climate change. There are three main goals which guide climate-smart agriculture. First, increased productivity. Second, enhanced resilience. And third, reduced emissions. Practices such as conservation tillage, cover cropping, nutrient management, and other practices which reduce overall greenhouse gas emissions are examples of practices that farmers can implement to follow climate-smart agriculture. Cover crops are any crop that are grown to cover the soil and can later be incorporated into the soil for nutrient enrichment. Planting cover crops on your farm provides multiple benefits such as controlling erosion, suppressing weeds, increasing moisture and nutrient content, and attracting pollinators and providing habitat for beneficial insects. Types of cover crops include different grasses and legumes such as ryegrass, oats, and clover. Across New England, farmers are working to mitigate climate change through their farming practices. Here is a look at a small farm in New England and what they're doing for climate-smart agriculture.
I'm Jorge and my wife Daniela, and we operate White Marsh Farm, Solar Farm. It's 1.5 acres in Lunenburg, Massachusetts. We are originally from Mexico. We were broccoli farmers down in Mexico, and we moved here about 6 years ago. After 4 years, I can finally say that we have like a decent farm. we grow 40 different kind of veggies, flowers, mushrooms, and I think that's about it. Too long ago that we learned about the term regenerative agriculture, and that got us into that type of farming because they say that whenever you don't have when you don't have crops in the ground, it kind of makes that it can erosion faster. So what we started to do last year, and we try to improve it, is use the less tillage as we can. Maybe in a couple of years we can be no tillage at all. Instead of disking everything, we're gonna put what's it called? It's cover crops. That way in the winter there's something in there, and then it also gives nutrients when you put it back in the ground.
So my name is Tanama Vares. I am the farm manager here at the Food Project in Wenham. Last year there was a lot of flooding in the middle of the field, which also meant there's a little bit of erosion happening from this top of the bed down to the middle. So part of what we're doing in this field is we're just putting it to rest for this year in cover cropping. And so we're trying Japanese millet this year as a cover crop. And so Japanese millet likes wet feet. And when I say likes wet feet, it likes, like really wet flooded areas. So we're hoping that the Japanese millet will help to, one, reduce the erosion and kind of stabilize the soil a little bit more, in addition to reducing any leaching of nutrients and holding that into those things. And then the potential also to harvest the millet, to use that as a crop or grain, or just to add more organic matter into the soil. So that's something we're trying out this year for most of this field.
Here, farmers in New Hampshire are broadcasting cover crop seed by hand. Once the cover crop is done being seeded, it will take a couple months to grow, and you can see here the before or during the broadcasting of the cover crop seed and the after when the cover crop has filled in. So if you're interested in all of the benefits that cover cropping has to offer as a climate-smart farming practice, get your seeds and start today.